Good news. A brand new road is coming. That's what the council promised, complete with confident statements, shiny plans, and big expectations. People imagined smooth tarmac, fewer potholes, and traffic that finally made sense. But fast forward a few months, and instead of a new road, all that appeared were cones. Endless rows of bright orange cones. Barriers, warning signs, temporary lights, and absolutely no sign of actual progress. The road didn't change. The problems didn't disappear. It just became harder to drive on. Today, we're breaking down how a promise of a new road somehow turned into a permanent cone exhibition. We'll look at how these announcements are made, why cones show up long before real work begins, and how temporary disruption quietly becomes the final result. This isn't just about traffic cones cluttering the streets. It's about expectations, delays, and how public projects often deliver symbols of progress instead of the progress itself. Back when the council announced the new road, it sounded impressive. Press releases talked about major upgrades, smoother journeys, and long-term benefits. Locals were optimistic. Finally, something was being done, and the disruption sounded worth it for a better road. Then came Phase 1. Cones. Cones everywhere. Overnight, lanes disappeared, signs multiplied, and traffic slowed to a crawl. But actual construction, none. Days passed, then weeks, and the cones stayed exactly where they were. Behind the scenes, progress stalled. Funding approvals dragged on. Contractors waited, and utility companies needed checks. Paperwork moved slower than traffic, and no one seemed able to say when real work would begin. Meanwhile, daily life became harder. Commutes doubled, buses ran late, and drivers memorized cone layouts like landmarks. Jokes spread online, but frustration quietly grew with every wasted minute. In the end, the promised road never arrived. Only cones did. What was meant to be temporary became permanent, turning orange plastic into a symbol of delay, miscommunication, and very familiar disappointment. So after all the announcements, timelines, and confident promises, what did we actually get? Not a new road, not smoother journeys, but a landscape of cones that seemed far more permanent than the plans themselves. What started as a hopeful upgrade slowly turned into a daily reminder of delays, confusion, and expectations left unmet. For the people using this road every day, the cones aren't just barriers anymore. They're a symbol of how easy it is to promise progress, and how hard it can be to deliver it. Maybe one day the road will finally be built, and the cones will disappear. But until then, they stand as the council's most reliable construction material.